Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're deep into your B.Pharm or M.Pharm studies right now, you already know the sheer volume of information you're expected to memorize is, well, totally overwhelming. It's like a giant puzzle. And navigating that challenge really comes down to one thing: having the absolute best resources at your fingertips. So today, we're jumping right in and tackling this head on. We are going to map out the exact authoritative textbooks, down to the specific editions and authors, that you actually need to build a rock-solid foundation in both pharmacology and toxicology. So let's hit the big question right out of the gate. Which textbooks actually help you conquer your degree? Because let's be real, having the right book is literally half the battle when you're studying complex medical sciences. You definitely don't want to burn your precious study time on outdated materials or stuff that just doesn't align with your core curriculum. Getting the most accurate, up-to-date breakdown of drug mechanisms and toxicological effects is absolutely crucial. So let's answer this for you right now and look at the top recommendations.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, Top Pharmacology Textbooks. When you're building your core knowledge base, two absolute giants in the field immediately stand out. First up is Katie Tripathi's Essentials of Medical Pharmacology. You'll want to grab the 9th edition, specifically the revised reprint by J.P. Brothers, because that's the current standard for daily coursework. It's incredibly accessible. But right alongside it is a book that honestly needs no introduction: Goodman and Gilman's The Pharmacological Basis of Therapeutics. We're talking about the 14th edition here, published by McGraw-Hill and edited by Brunton and Nolman. It is the gold standard. If you're doing a deep dive for your research or need to really get into the weeds of therapeutics, Goodman and Gilman is your ultimate guide.
Now, to round out that library even further, check out this fantastic pairing. You've got H.L. and K.K. Sharma's Principles of Pharmacology. The 4th edition is a massive staple for giving you a highly structured, organized understanding of those core principles. And complementing it perfectly is Rang and Dale's Pharmacology. The 10th edition, which was recently published by Elsevier in 2023, is globally recognized. People love it because it has this amazing way of taking really complex fundamental mechanisms and linking them directly to clinical applications. Seriously, putting these two together is a stellar way to build a foundation that actually lasts. To finish up our pharmacology list, we've got an absolute must-have, especially if you're a visual learner. It's Lippincott Illustrated Reviews Pharmacology. The 8th edition, authored by Karen Wallen and published in October 2022, is heavily reliant on crystal-clear illustrations and structured reviews. If you're the kind of person who absorbs information best through diagrams, flowcharts, and visual summaries, this is a real game changer for consolidating your knowledge right before a brutal exam.
Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Essential Toxicology Resource.
When we shift gears into toxicology, there is really just one undisputed heavyweight you need on your desk: Casseret and Duell's Toxicology, the Basic Science of Poisons. You're going to want to secure the 9th edition for this one. It's edited by Curtis D. Klassen and published by McGraw-Hill back in November 2018. Basically, it's an indispensable resource for understanding exactly how different substances impact biological systems. For any tox portion of your curriculum, this is the definitive text, hands down. So let's pull all of this together in Section 3, Complete Book Comparison. Here is your ultimate study plan checklist, bringing the whole shebang together into one neat view. For your pharmacology core, you've got your Tripathi 9th edition, Goodman and Gilman's 14th, Sharma and Sharma's 4th, Rang and Dale's 10th, and of course, Lippincott's highly visual 8th edition. And for toxicology, it all comes down to Casseret and Dahl's 9th edition. Having all this data laid out just makes it incredibly easy to cross-reference with your university syllabus, or, figure out exactly what you need to hunt down at the bookstore.
Which brings us to a final, pretty provocative thought for you to chew on as you map out your study strategy. Which of these foundational texts will you open first? Seriously, think about which of these resources actually aligns with how your brain works. Do you want to dive deep into the comprehensive texts of Goodman and Gilman, or do you want to hit those visual diagrams in Lippincott? Figuring out the right fit for how you personally absorb information will completely transform your studies. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer today. I really hope this structured breakdown helps you tackle your B.Pharm or M.Pharm with a lot more confidence. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more structured medical insights. Keep studying hard, and I'll catch you on the next one.